Hi guys, so there's something that's bothering me and I thought why not do a video and get it off my chest. So I've seen an advert from a bank advertising a 10.55% interest rate, right? And the weird thing about that advert is that when I inquired about it, they said it's calculated on simple interest, okay? I used to assume that all investments are calculated on compound interest because we all know that compound interest is what we need, okay? I mean, Albert Einstein was quoted saying that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who know it actually benefit from it, and those who don't actually pays it. And we know it and we want to benefit from it, right? So hence maybe I want to clarify this, because interest rate is important to us. It's the thing which makes us decide whether to take an investment account or not. So if it's not quoted right, then we end up losing, or we end up not benefiting like what we thought we would, okay? So getting into the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Simple means that when you invest your money, let's say for a period of 5 years, it will only be calculated, that interest rate will only be calculated at maturity. For an example, I have 100,000 example, I have a 10,000 example here. So let's say you're investing 10,000 Rand for 5 years, right? And the interest rate is this 10.55% that has been advertised by a particular bank. Okay, so at maturity, you will get 15,275. Okay, that's simple interest. However, the way compound interest work is that on year one, right, your compound interest rate is calculated. And then on year two, the money that you have made on year one act as a principal amount for year two. So that means the interest that you've made on year one is going to actually earn more interest on year two, sorry. And then the money that you make on year two and the interest that you make on year two will also make more interest on year three, right? So you actually make more money. So using the calculator for compound interest, you actually make 16,511. So on simple interest, you've made 5,275 and of extra of interest rates, and on compound interest you've made 6,511. Okay, so this sounds like it's the difference is less because it's about 1,000 or so, right? But looking into a huge amount of money, this becomes a lot. And guys, even 1,000 Rand is actually a lot of money, right? So why does the bank do this? Okay, let's get into that. So if they advertise 10.55% on simple interest, okay, they advertise 10.55%. Ultimately, that's high. It's higher than any bank can offer currently, maybe except African Bank. I think African Bank is still giving higher. November 2021, don't quote me wrong. So then they still look like they are being more competitive, right? But when we look into the benefits, a bank that is actually offering 8.5% on compound interest will get you more money than a bank that is offering 10.55% interest rate on simple interest. Okay, so let's be careful on what we get ourselves into. That's why I always say, guys, let's know the basics so that we can know the right questions to ask. That's it from my side. And if I'm not clear enough, please let's talk on the comment, because this one is actually giving me hippie jibbers. Banks thinks they're smart, but just putting their adverts that actually don't make sense. Okay.